Yo! What the hell is going on, Americans? Jericho Green here with you once again, and I want to start off by saying Symone Sanders is a fucking dumbass, and she's a racist. How can she be racist, Jericho? But you're black. What movie is that from? Childhood classic. Anyway, Symone Sanders was on CNN, which would make you think, all right, she's with her ilk. They'll take it easy on her. Nope. I don't know this guy's name, but she kept saying, well, Victor. So I imagine his name's Victor. Victor. But anyway, he did not take it easy on her. And it's not like he was, grilling her. He wasn't giving it to her too bad, but he wasn't pulling any punches either, and he wasn't taking it lightly. He wasn't taking it easy on her either. But he was asking her, since you work for Sniffy Joe or Joe Biden, how do you wrestle with the fact that he wrote, signed, and voted for the 94 crime bill? What was the 94 crime bill? It was a bill, now make no mistake, some will have you think that this was pushed by the old, white, racist Republican Party. And there were some Republicans that voted for it, but it was mostly pushed by the Congressional Black Caucus. Now, why there would be a caucus of any color, there's a Hispanic one too, and they're both fucking stupid. Just be part of Congress. You don't need to be broken up in these little insignificant, stupid, pointless fucking groups. But the Congressional Black Caucus was horrified by the violence and despair that crack cocaine was visiting upon colored communities. So they went to Bill Clinton, they bent his ear in between his daily dick suckings in the Oval Office, and they convinced him to sign this into law. And it basically gave more time for crack cocaine than powder, because of all the bad things of violence and the children being left in crack houses and used as currency to buy drugs, and the poverty, but mostly the violence. It's a lot of money to be made here. I make a lot of money on this corner. You try to come sell in this corner, I gotta kill you. You riding around the neighborhood with all this nice shit, flashing and flossing, I gotta kill you. Gangs, all that shit. So don't get it twisted. Don't believe the hype that it was a bunch of old racist white people that pushed that shit on the black community. No, it was our own Congressional Black Caucus. So he's asking her, so how does Joe Biden justify that? How does he justify the fact that he visited this upon black folks? And not only was it more time, but they were being incentivized. They were being incentivized. The judges were to hand out longer sentences. Companies were incentivized to build more prisons. It was a scam. It was a scheme. And they were all working in cahoots to make it happen. And Joe Biden was at the forefront of it. So now, in this era of everything's racist, women can't go outside because some dude's gonna rape them, all this hypersensitive bullshit, how does he justify that? And as my dad would say, she was hemming and hawing, and repeating herself. She sounded so stupid and so unprepared. Did you not see this coming, Symone? Did you not see this coming, you big Marsha Warfield looking bitch? Night court looking bitch. You didn't see this coming? And this is her second go around. Last time in 2016, she was with Bernie Sanders, who also voted for the 94 crime bill. So how do you sleep at night? And it's fake ass black folks like you who turn around and look at black folks like me and call us sellouts. You are the lapdog of someone who unfairly put black people in jail, but you're going to turn around and call people like me a sellout? It gets no more sold out than that. With their left hand, they're trying to destroy the community, and with their right hand, they're patting you on the head and telling you what a good job you're doing. I'm so sick and tired of this fucking hypocrisy. I'm sick of the most racist calling other people racist. I'm sick of these fucking Hollywood weirdos telling us that we still live in racist times like they're any kind of fucking moral barometer. You still got coke on your nose and you're trying to tell me what the fuck I should be doing. And you got dumbasses like, was it Jeff Daniels, getting up there talking about we're still living. He's apparently doing a play. They're doing To Kill a Mockingbird, which was a story about this town in Alabama. It took place over a few years in the early 1930s. You know, it's fraught with racism and, you know, attempted lynchings, all that good stuff. But he's up there talking like we're still living in those times now. He's talking like since Trump got into office, he just brought back 1932 with him. And it's stupid shit like that. And what's even worse than them saying shit like this are the fucking mindless, mouth-breathing, soft-headed dummies who believe it. But he's up there talking about Trump this and what the fuck does Trump have to do with your sorry rendition of To Kill a Mockingbird? I'm sick of the hypocrisy. I'm sick of you telling me what the fuck I should think, how I should feel, and how fucked up I am for voting for Trump. And then Jim Carrey, I don't know which one is dumb or which one is dumber. He's up here drawing pictures of that governor from Alabama who signed that abortion bill into law, and he drew a picture of her being aborted. There's a tube sucking her brains out of her head, which actually backfired on him because you're showing the horrors of an abortion through you trying to poke fun at those who wanted that bill, at that governor who signed it into law. You're actually showing you're showing why they're signing it into law. And all of you fucking celebrities and all these people against that abortion bill, against that law now, are saying, oh, it's a woman's body and it's a woman's choice. But at the other side of your mouth, you're talking about how racist this country is. Well, this bill, this law, is going to save black children because 60% of the abortions in Alabama are by black women. So this law is doing the right thing, right? It's stopping all this racism that we're mired in this country. And all these celebrities talking shit. Oh, it's racist. This is a bad country. No sex. Shut the fuck up. I don't need anything but entertainment from you. That's it. Shut up and act. You don't live in this world. You don't live under the consequences of all these policies and these laws that all these crooked bastards are trying to push. But anyway, back to Symone Sanders. How are you going to defend that? What? How much thought did these fools put into running for president? Do they not know the skeletons in their closet? Do they not know who they're fucking with? Do they not know who they could potentially be on the stage debating? President Trump is going to rip you motherfuckers apart. And the 94 crime bill, that's just one skeleton. There are many. Your son with all that Ukraine bullshit. Kamala the Ugandan nightmare. You spreading your legs to get to the top. Assaulticus Booker. Come on, man. What is this crazy shit? And then I saw something. A buddy of mine, my man Biz, texted me this picture, and it was a screenshot of a tweet from Aunt Pearl. You guys might know her as Maxine Waters, but I know her as Aunt Pearl from 227. Google that and tell me that's not that bitch's identical twin. But you got a picture of her and David Lopan, I'm sorry, you guys might know her as Nancy Pelosi, with a combined age of 350. There's a picture of these two bitches standing together, and it says, basically, today we celebrate, the day women were able to vote, and nobody gave women anything. We had to fight for it. This just speaks more to the hypocrisy. Shut the fuck up. I know you were both at the ripe old age of 52 when women got the right to vote, but don't give a false narrative. Every woman wasn't fighting for that right. Every woman didn't want to vote, and they were just being held down by the oppressive boot of a man, of a male, a cis male. What the fuck does that word even mean? Outside of a cis inside or on your body, where the fuck did that word come from? Cisgender. Shut the fuck up. If you use that word seriously, punch yourself in the dick. But anyway, every woman didn't fight for that right, because it wasn't just, okay, you get to vote. No, you had to be on the fire brigade. You had to register for the draft. There were other things that came along with that. Some women were like, I don't want that shit. But they're there celebrating. Fucking rotten bitches. Your districts are going to hell in a fucking handbasket, and you're worried about some shit like that. Where does it stop? I don't understand. How the fuck did we get here? And when does this ride end? How do we get off? Now, there are bright spots. You're seeing more states pop up with these anti-abortion laws. You're seeing little victories here and there. There is that guy, Robert F. Smith, who was speaking at Morehouse University, and he gave them the surprise of a lifetime. He said, he's a billionaire. He's worth $5 billion, and he's only 163 in the line of billionaires in America. I'm like, damn, you got $5 billion, you're 163rd? Shit. But him and his wife, his company or whatever, they're going to pay all of their student debt. They get to graduate debt-free. And that's a shame. That's a whole nother video on people being having this hung around their neck, this hundreds of thousands of dollars of debt to get out of when you get out of college. How the fuck are you supposed to pay that? But this man was kind enough to pay all of their student debt. There was about 400 students at about $100,000 a pop. So that's around $40 million. That is very generous. And I hope this sparks a trend, because that is how we're going to fix things. Is by leaning on each other, not the government. Getting the government more involved is a fucking nightmare. They don't know whether to scratch their watch or whine their ass, and we're steady just trying to give them power and authority over our lives. No. We need to depend on each other, lean on each other. Homeless. I was thinking about this the other day. We don't need more government programs. We don't need indoor shooting galleries, Mayor London Breed, and San Fran shithole. We need to lean on each other. I remember as a kid, churches in the area would rotate, and one night a week, each church was responsible for feeding the homeless. That's what I'm talking about. To fix things, we need to lean on each other. We need to lean on ourselves, not the government. They don't know shit. My best friend's dad growing up used to say, you don't know shit from Shinola. And they don't. So why do we keep giving them more power and more authority and more say-so? It just doesn't make sense. It's like us thinking that people with a British accent are smarter and people with a country accent are dumber. It's not true. Now I'm on the first leg of this rat race for the week. Leg 1 and 4 to go. But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please subscribe, hit that notification bell. Fuck you, Twitter. Utilize the PayPal link in the description box. I am Jericho Green. And I'm out.